What up, everybody? It's your boy SB back at SB'z garage. Today is the second part of that install video. So the first one that on my previous one, you saw that I did the SRT and the grill. Now this second one, what we're gonna do is the one in the back. So we're taking the Scatpack logo off and we're going to put a SRT logo on there. Cool! Woo! For this install, to remove that, what we're going to use is a heat gun. We got a fishing wire. We're going to go behind it, take it off. I got clay bar that you're going to need. I got the SRT logo. I already have the adhesive behind there, cut it to the letters, and then I put tape on the other side so I can hold all these letters together so the spacing is all good when I put it on the car. I think that's all we're gonna need. So if there's anything else, I will note it in the video. But let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our heat gun and put it on our low setting and start heating it up. So you don't wanna stay in one spot for too long, then you'll start burning stuff, and that's not good. Get your fishing line. I like to wrap it around my fingers and start working it. And it's okay if you don't get all the adhesive off. Just go back and forth like a sawing motion and you'll get this off. I didn't get any of the adhesive off, but it came off pretty good off the Emblem, so that's pretty cool. Now this one, I'll try working it. We're gonna move on to our clay bar to take the rest of this stuff off, but I'm gonna grab a microfiber towel, just wipe it down one time, get as much of it off as I can before we go to the clay bar. For this, you don't have to use this. You can use any general cleaner, but I'm just going to use a Adam's Polish waterless wash. Make sure your towel or your microfiber towel is lubricated. So I wet this and also the car and just the dry side. And that worked out pretty good. If you really look at it, you can still see a little bit of the Scatpack logo on there. And that's where your clay bar is going to come in. But you can't use your clay bar all dry. So what I'm going to do is get a bowl, mix water with some car wash soap. Mix that, and I'll be dipping my clay bar into there and wiping that. Okay, so I got my clay bar. I am just using some one off of O'Reilly's, from O'Reilly's, Clay Magic. Doesn't really matter which one you go with. But there are a couple of them that do make a difference, but for this application, I'm just using this one. I do got my soapy water. I'm just gonna lubricate the clay bar and then at the same time, lubricate the surface. The clay bar too, you don't want to drop this on the floor. If you do, you have to get a new piece, so be careful with that. So I'm gonna start and just go back and forth, and you'll see that it's gonna start getting smoother the more passes you go back and forth, because you're picking up all that stuff. And you can already see, I don't know how much the camera's gonna pick it up, all that stuff's picking up. And then you wanna fold over your clay bar again, and then go back at it with another clean surface and move it up again with the soap and again back and forth. You want to go until you feel that the clay bar is going over your surface real smooth, that there's nothing, no other contaminants on your surface. You see, there's like almost barely nothing on there. I don't know how much the camera's gonna pick up on this one either. But I'm actually happy with that. I'm gonna run it one more time. Just cause I can. Now, sorry for those extra noises that you're hearing. It's the washing machine. Let me actually turn it off. Okay, last pass. You're just feeling for any spots that that's not smooth. And that's it. Now I'm just gonna take my microfiber towel, just wipe it clean, and move on to the next portion of this install. Okay, so the next portion of this is to actually measure out this side, the distance right there, and then mark it on this side. And then also the distance out, so I know how far I could come out over here and top up and down. So it looks relatively the same on both sides. It doesn't have to be perfect because they are on opposite sides of the trunk lid. So you're not really gonna notice that much of a difference if you're off by a little, but I'm gonna try getting as close as I can. And to mark it all, I'm just gonna use some measuring tape and also painter's tape to mark where I'm gonna put my emblem. So I'll show you that. Okay, so next I started putting on the SRT on there just as a test fit. So I'm putting it up there, lining it up to my tape, checking it. So that's where I want it. I know that the leg of the R actually sticks down a little further. So I'm gonna have to cut off the tape right here. I'm just gonna mark that, how much I need. Other than that, I'm gonna leave that tape on there and peel back the emblem now and cut that portion out somehow. Cool, now that's removed, put it back up again. Line up the bottom of the letters to that bottom of that line. And that's where it's gonna be. You can't really see it right now, but the spacing over here is good. The spacing on this side's good. So I like it. Now, on to actually applying it. Now, how I'm gonna do it is rip this back and then take the adhesive off the letters. Now, before I apply it onto the car, I'm gonna grab my heat gun again and just warm up the surface. Also, before that, wipe it down one time. Wipe it down just to verify you have a clean surface. Wow. And just heat it up ever so slightly. You don't need it too hot. laundry's done. Okay, so it's on there. Now the actual lettering going on. Line it up. And once you got it where you want it, just press it down. Give it a good push. You can already see the letters sticking out of the tape. Let me remove the outer tape so we could do like a little unveiling of the actual SRT. That would be pretty cool. And the actual, woo, came out real nice. Right here, I got the marker on here, the pen. It's okay. Car is getting a wash later today, so little stuff like that, it's no biggie. What I will do is just press it down one more time since it's bare now. And heat it up one time too, so it gets a good adhesive on there. I'm actually impressed in how well it looks. It looks like almost like that came from the factory like that. So. Take this off. Also use this to measure it. See how many pieces of tape this took. See if it was the correct amount from the other side. But yeah, I know that the black and that's chrome looks odd. I am going to plasti dip it so it's going to match, but it's pretty factory looking. So that's the look I'm looking for. It's actually perfect for what I want. Yeah, so that's how you remove and install a new emblem. But the plasti dip part I'm not gonna include in this, but I might have a picture of the results after. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Besides that picture, I think this is gonna be the end of this video. If you have any questions or concerns about this, I don't know if you really have any concerns, but any questions that you want any more help, just hit me up in the comment section below. I do reply to all you guys' messages, and I appreciate all you guys for all that support and all the comments you guys leave, that you guys actually appreciate these videos. So that's the only reason I'm really doing these videos. So just to document what I do to my car and how it's done. I do try to do all my own modifications. There's some that I can't, but there's good reason for that. But yeah, super stoked on how that came out. I'll post a picture of this a little later. And yeah, catch you guys on the next video, but I'm gonna end it right here. Woo!
Like and subscribe my videos and do the subscription and double and comment on this button. Thank you.